It is not true that people stop pursuing dreams because they grow old. They grow old because they stop pursuing dreams. Even when the winds of misfortune blow, amazing things can still happen. What matters in life is not what happens to you, but what you remember and how you remember it. Never stop smiling, not even when you are sad. Someone might fall in love with your smile. I have learned that a man has the right and obligation to look down at other men only when that man needs help to get up from the ground. When one reaches absolute power, one loses total contact with reality. Do not allow me to forget you. Life is not what one lived, but what one remembers, and how one remembers it, in order to recount it. Age isn't how old you are, but how old you feel. My most important problem was destroying the lines of demarcation that separate what seems real from what seems fantastic. Time was not passing, it was turning in a circle. Today, when I saw you, I realized that what is between us is nothing more than an illusion. Just because someone does not love you as you want, it does not mean that you do not love with all his being. The spirit of her invincible heart guided her through the shadows. Your first realization when you become an important man is that all day and all night, whatever the circumstances, people want to hear you talk about yourself. They were so close to each other that they preferred death to separation. No, not rich. I am a poor man with money, which is not the same thing. Nobody teaches life anything. Unfortunately, many young writers are more concerned with fame than with your own work. It's much more important to write than to be written about. That's maybe the reason he does so many things, so that he will not have to think. Jealousy knows more than truth does. He thought about his people without sentimentality, with the strict closing of his accounts with life, beginning to understand how much he really loved the people he hated most. No medicine cures what happiness cannot. It was the last that remained of a past whose annihilation had not taken place, because it was still in a process of annihilation, consuming itself from within, ending at every moment, but never ending its ending. Morality too is a question of time. The fact is that being seductive is an addiction that can never be satisfied. Hate and love are reciprocal passions. A true friend is the one who holds your hand and touches your heart. 1 minute of reconciliation is worth more than a whole life of friendship. Take advantage of it now, while you are young, and suffer all you can, because these things don't last your whole life. Become a better person, and be sure to know who you are before meeting someone new, and hoping that person knows who you are. Nobody deserves your tears, but whoever deserves them will not make you cry. He was still too young to know that the heart's memory eliminates the bad and magnifies the good, and that thanks to this artifice, we managed to endure the burden of the past. All human beings have 3 lives: public, private, and secret. The truth is that the first changes are so slow they pass almost unnoticed, and you go on seeing yourself as you always were from the inside, but others observe you from the outside.